Have you ever wondered what your pet could teach you about frugal living? In this video, I'm going to share 5 frugal living lessons that I learned from my dog, Goldie. Welcome, I'm Amy, and here at Frugal Over 50, I share tips and tools for frugal living. Hola a todos. El día de hoy les voy a compartir 6 cosas que aprendí de la vida frugal de mi perrita Goldie. As we begin, I want to give a content note and a brief introduction. The content note is that this video will discuss the death of a beloved pet. If that is a sensitive topic for you, I completely understand. Please do feel free to skip this video and come check us out again next week. And in the meantime, click over to my Frugal Living playlist where you can watch over 100 videos and enjoy learning about frugal living. Those of you who have been here for a while know that Goldie, my golden retriever, was a senior golden retriever, and as most senior golden retrievers do, she had a few health problems. They were reasonably well managed with medication, but recently she developed an additional acute, very serious health problem, which was not resolvable given her age and her current state of health. And so unfortunately, I had to say goodbye to her, and that was quite difficult. And at the same time, I know that Goldie lived a very good life. She had a positive influence on me. A lot of you reported that she had a positive influence on you. And so I thought, what better way to honor Goldie's memory than to thank her for the life lessons that she taught me, and maybe that she can help to teach you specifically about frugal living. So let's talk about these 5 things that I learned from my beloved dog Goldie about frugal living. Number 1, live in the moment. Golden retrievers, like most pets, live in the moment. And I know that some pets suffer from anxiety and other things that make that really difficult for them. But for the most part, pets and animals in general live in this exact moment. They don't have much of a sense of a future. And of course, one of the things that distinguishes us as human beings is that we do think about the future. But often, particularly in the world of frugal living, we worry about the future, what bad things might be coming based on what we remember happening bad in the past or based on what's happening right now. Living in the moment in the way Goldie always lived in the moment meant that if things were happening bad right now, then yeah, we would acknowledge that. But also, if nothing is going wrong at this exact moment in time, then it's perfectly okay to relax and have a nice snack and just enjoy a walk and do whatever you would like to do in that moment to experience the truth, the deep truth of that moment. And I think that's really tough for those of us who live frugal lives because we are often planning, we are often organizing, we are often looking ahead to the future. But I think it's an important lesson for us to learn. Let's learn from Goldie to take moments every day to just say, what does this moment have to offer me? How can I celebrate and live in just this moment? Number 2, as part of living in the moment, Goldie was really good at stopping to smell the roses or the grass or anything that caught her attention. And this has to do with following your interests, I think. Golden retrievers are very interested in sniffing things, and it is part of living in the moment, of course, but it's also like, I'm so excited about this. I can't wait to get out and do this thing. In Golden Retriever world, that's go out and sniff everything in the yard or everything in the country if you would allow them to do so. In our case, it might be something different. You might enjoy flowers, you might enjoy sniffing them and arranging them and doing all sorts of lovely things, but there might be something else that truly calls to you, that truly makes you feel alive when you go and do that thing. And it's probably coming to mind for you right now. And it may be something that you don't give yourself permission to do. And golden retrievers always give themselves permission to stop and smell the roses and sniff everything else. So find your personal interest and find a way to incorporate it into your frugal life so that it brings you the kind of joy and the kind of excitement that sniffing around all of the flower bushes gave to Goldie. Number 3, focus on relationships. Goldie really loved her humans, and she really loved me. I was kind of the alpha dog in this situation. She always followed wherever I went. And she was very focused on the relationship that she had with me and the relationship that she had with other people in her life, friends, family members who really cared for her. And I think that the lesson here is that people really do matter. Any of you who have had a golden retriever know that this is absolutely true for I think all golden retrievers. They're very people focused. They love hanging around their humans. And I think that celebration of the relationships that matter is something that we can incorporate into our frugal lives in a couple of different ways. One is just enjoying the moments that we have with the people we care about. And another is trying to find ways to have more of those moments. And it doesn't have to cost anything. This is where I think our frugal living strategies can really come into play. Focus on the people you love today and tomorrow and this week. And think about how you can spend more calm and enjoyable and happy moments with the people that you love. And think about how you can set up those relationships for happiness by creating more moments as you go forward. This week, follow Goldie's example and focus on relationships. Number 4, prioritize the basics. Golden retrievers are big on the basics. They love to eat a lot of good food. They love to drink a lot of yummy water. They love treats. These basics are so important, and golden retrievers are a really good example to us. Sometimes I think that in the world of frugal living, we focus on how to do so much with so little that we forget about focusing on the fact that, no, I actually do need to eat. I think sometimes in frugal living, we kind of forget about these basics. We're constantly thinking about cutting costs or making things last longer, and we forget to go, wait, did I eat breakfast today? Have I had any water? How is my food intake? We deny ourselves, and we call that frugal living. And I think Goldie teaches us that denying ourselves our basic needs when we have the opportunity to provide ourselves with our basic needs is not frugal living. It's some kind of self-deprivation that doesn't really get us anywhere. Focus on those basics. Enjoy your dinner tonight just as much as Goldie always enjoyed her dinner, and I will too. Number 5, love always. Golden retrievers are really good at loving people. And I mentioned above about key relationships, but Goldie loved to just meet people and talk to them, people of all ages. Now, she was not actually verbal. She talked with her eyes and with her paws, and she loved to just be around people. She loved to be patted. She loved to meet new people in the neighborhood, in the lobby of the building, when we went to the vet's office. Anytime there was a new person, she just loved people. Now, you may not be the kind of extrovert that Goldie was and that many golden retrievers are. That's fine. But love always is a great frugal living concept for those of us who live in a big world and we feel very small and we wonder what can we do to make the world better. And following our golden retriever's example, when we meet somebody, approach them with a place of love. That doesn't mean mushiness. That doesn't mean sentimentality. It just means regarding people positively where that is possible and where that is safe for you. Knowing that human beings are human beings and we love to be loved, and golden retrievers set a great example for us there. And because Goldie was always such a giver during her lifetime, I want to give you a bonus tip. The bonus tip is to be yourself. Golden retrievers are always and unequivocally just who they are. They're lovable and loving dogs, and Goldie was a lovable and loving dog, and you folks could see that. Those of you who've been around for a while and seen her in video after video, you know that she was a loving and lovable dog, and that was just who she was. And I would like to encourage you to be yourself. And I've had a realization as I thought about this particular bonus tip, that this is something that I look forward to incorporating even more into my videos and my conversations with you in the comments. I've always done my best to be myself, and I want to do even more. I'm really excited about sharing videos with you and having conversations with you about how frugal living can shape our lives in a way that feels very abundant. I love this idea of abundance through frugal living. It's what I wanted when I started my conscious frugal living journey just over 5 years ago. And that's a journey that I'm still on. And it's a journey that I want to share with you. And I hope that that shows up in my videos. And I'd like to be a little bit more direct about it. Where is the abundance in this frugal living choice? How does this increase the happiness, the joy, the peace in your life? We may not be able to solve all of the world's problems through individual frugal living, but we can join together with the information, with the tips, and with the resources that we have and make the world and make our lives more abundant. I also want to lean a bit bit more into something that a lot of you celebrate with me. And if you're watching this at the time that it's recorded, happy Pride here in the US. We're coming to the end of Pride Month. And I am proud that I came out later in life and I had support where I really needed it. And I was able to establish myself in a new life that for the most part has been quite safe and has been very happy. While this channel is not about living as a queer person, I felt like it's something I wanted to talk about today because I know that when I talk about frugal living, often the YouTube algorithm sends people here who might not want to hear about a queer woman living a frugal life. And that's okay, you don't have to stick around. But if you would love to know more about what it's like to come out later in life and to reestablish yourself and to have to sort of build your life up, it feels like almost from scratch in some ways, and then find frugal living as a path forward and find peace in a life of being exactly who you are, I'd love to share more about that. Also, again, for the sake of the YouTube algorithm and for the sake of those who may be here not knowing exactly what you're getting into, I am a lesbian. I do support trans people. I believe in defending trans kids. All genders, all human beings have a right to exist and have a right to the abundance that comes from the frugal living tips that I share here and that you share in the comments. If you have found your way here because you need that encouragement or because you want to share that with others, welcome. If you found your way here in spite of that, but you'd like to talk more about it, stick around. If you found your way here and you find my views and my existence abhorrent, there's plenty of other places on the internet where you can go that will support who you are, and I wish you well on your journey. Goldie has been a big part of teaching me how to be who I am and how to love who I love, and who I love includes you. Wherever you are on your frugal living journey, take the next step, whatever that next step is for you, and know that you are not alone, and I am so proud of you. Live frugally, change your life, and together we will change the world. I can't wait to see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Oh, all the comrades that e'er I've had, they're sorry for my going away, and of all the sweethearts that e'er I had, they'd wish me one more day to stay. But